Hello, my Leos. Thank you for being here. This is the Rockstar Coach. I am here with a general reading for you, Leo, wherever that falls in your birth chart. I do offer personal readings, so if you are interested, check out the link in my bio. Today, since this is a general reading for August 2024, anything can come up. So relationships, money, business, career, health, all of those things can and may come out. So let's go ahead and get into it. Today I'm using the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck, the Moonology deck, and of course, ending all of my readings with the Power of Surrender. So let's see what messages Spirit has for you today. I am recording this at a time when we are in, did you see that pop out? We are in the Lionsgate portal and Mercury is in retrograde. We are also just coming off of a new moon. So there have been a lot of energies that have been floating around. And if you have been experiencing differences in moods, in personality changes, if that has been you or someone near you, it's not a justification. It's definitely not an excuse, but it may give you some help in understanding why. So just a time to remember to maybe give yourself and others a little bit of grace. All right, let's see what came out. Aha, I was just talking about this card with someone this morning. And another sign got this card. Okay, beautiful. These are both full moon cards, Leo. You got a full moon in Pisces and full moon in Aquarius. Balance spirituality and practicality, and then show the world the real you. It's interesting because I don't feel like you generally have a hard time doing this. However, what is just being channeled through me right now is that while you come across very confident and sometimes even cocky, Leo, sometimes, and not all the time, sometimes that is a front for, and I'm going to use this word they're giving me, the weakness that you feel inside. And weakness is not a negative term here. It is a vulnerability because it's difficult for you. You don't always enjoy being vulnerable. Sometimes when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, it feels really good, but you have to feel really, really safe. And it's not your natural, typical self. And that's okay. You were born this way, Leo, and we need you. We need that attitude. We need that confidence. We need that strength that you bring. And we also need your vulnerability. We do. Because when you show that side of you, and it won't be all the time, but when you do, for those of us that are close to you, and you know, if you've been watching my channel, you know how many Leos I have in my life. I mean, almost all of the closest people in my world are Leos. Probably 70%, I would say, 60 to 70% of the close people in my life are Leos. And then there's a peppering of all sorts of other signs. But so you know, I know how it makes us feel. We need you. We need that vulnerability side of you too, because it makes us feel closer to you. It also makes us respect you even more. And I know that that kind of goes against how you feel or look at it, but it's true. When you show us that softer side, that side that you don't show everyone else, it really does cause us to think differently about you. We respect you more and in a different way. Because yes, we respect your confidence and your ego and your strength. We do. And the way that you're unwavered, in your beliefs, and that you say it like it is, you're very direct. We respect that about you. And when you allow yourself to be seen in the fullness of who you are, wow. Like, you are so magnetic in that moment. It's almost as if we'll give you anything you want. So there's your secret sauce, Leo. There's your secret sauce, not to be used in a manipulative way. However, when you show the world the real you, wow. Wow. If you're looking to advance in your career, if you are looking to bring in a new love, if you are looking to I don't know, I just keep hearing get what you want. But it's not in a manipulative way. It's like, this is part of your manifestation. It's part of your manifestation process. It's to show the world the real you. And by the real you, that's the other side of what is natural for you, what comes naturally to you. So open up. I know that's freaking scary for you, Leo, but this is huge. This is why you have not accomplished everything that you've wanted to accomplish. And boy, you accomplish pretty much everything you want, everything you set your sights on, because you do have this like confidence, and you don't take no for an answer, and you do keep going and right? But there are some things, Leo, that you're like, why is this eluding me? Why doesn't it seem like I can get my hands on this? This is why. Show yourself the real you. And when you do that, there's nothing that you can't have. Wow. Holy smokes, Leo. I'm glad I'm in your life. And balance spirituality and practicality. Here's the thing. You are typically, Leo, you are in a very masculine energy. You are, like I said, you push, you get what you want, you do the damn thing. Like, you don't even always make a plan. You just go for it. Sometimes, a lot of times you just go for it because you can do it. It's like, oh, who needs a plan? Planchman, right? You just go for it because you're going to get it. It's going to happen for you. And that's great. That's not a bad thing. Sometimes you need to have a plan, though. And sometimes you need to take a pause. Sometimes you need to take a break. Sometimes you need to step back and say, okay, I need to go in. I need to listen a little more. I need to focus a little bit more on my spiritual side, on my, dare I say, feminine side. Eek! Yes, that feminine side, the side that's introspective, the side that is quiet, the side that takes time to look at the self and say, okay, I know that I think I'm always right. I know I think I am perfect. And yet, I am sure there is something that I can learn here. I am sure that there is some improvement that I can make somewhere in my life to make things flow easier, to make them come with less effort, to not have to push so hard, to not have to be so brazen with my attitude so that I don't have to force things as much, so that my relationships are more harmonious, so that my business is even more successful in a more joyful way, in a way that feels good at the end of the day, instead of feeling like win lose, like there has to be a loser, more of a win-win, more of a how can I get what I want by giving someone else what they want. And this goes for relationships, and this goes for work, this goes for business. It doesn't always have to be I win, you lose. This is where that spirituality and practicality comes in, Leo. It's you can win while, like, you can win alongside others that are winning. You can win while others win. You can win without taking away from someone else. You can receive the money without taking it from someone else or somewhere else. You don't have to rob Peter to pay Paul. You can allow the money to flow in easily and with less effort when you tap into more of that spiritual side, tap into more of that feminine energy. It is not a weakness. It is actually a strength, because people will say, my gosh, look at Leo. Look at Leo. How are they doing it? Like, they used to be so gruff and like almost as if they didn't care how they treated other people or what happened on the way up the ladder. And now they're like actually considering other people, and they're even more successful. What the heck? Like, I just don't even know what to think about Leo anymore. In a good way. All right, let's move on. Excuse me. I think there's one more that wants to come out here. Oh my goodness. Did I shuffle these cards? I don't know. I swear I did, but the same two cards came out. Forgive me. The same two cards came out in the Cancer reading. And I just had a feeling that that was not shuffled well. So I know I shuffled them. Okay, Spirit, if those cards are supposed to be for Leo, please show them. Thank you. Okay. Okay. What did I just say? Oh my goodness. Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Okay, before you click stop on this video, before you say, screw this, I don't want to hear this, let's just give it a moment. I know, Leo, you are right a lot of the time. You are. You are very wise. You are very knowledgeable. You are very educated, whether that be from school or, the school of hard knocks. You have a lot of experience in life. And also, you don't have all of the answers. I'm being very drawn to, there are some of you, Leos, who, and I'm getting both mother and father. I'm just getting like parent here. I'm getting mother and father. This is a time for healing relationships for you. And these relationships have been rocky or are now estranged by one or both parties kind of digging their heels in the sand and not giving in, not budging. And this is like you're being very dogmatic in your position. And while you believe what you believe, and that is wonderful, good for you, that is one thing that we respect about you, Leo. And also, you can allow others to have a different belief from you. Because the fact of the matter is, just because you believe it doesn't mean that it's right. I know that's so hard to hear for you, Leo. It's hard for a lot of us to hear. But the other person believes what they believe is right. And so there can be no middle ground if neither person says, okay, I'm not going to change my way of thinking or believing about this matter or this situation, but it doesn't have to change our relationship. And you're being called to heal some relationships, Leo. I'm just seeing one in particular, one significant relationship is being called to heal. You know who that is. What can you do to move forward, to take that first step to heal that relationship? Call on Mother Mary if you are so inclined. She will help. I'm actually seeing right now my collective Leos in the middle of her energy right now. It's this pale pink and pale blue energy that is enveloping you in this moment, and it's bringing in the other person. And I'm seeing them come, and they're all standing on the outside looking in. It's like they're on the outside of this circle, but they're in the energy. It's interesting. The energy is like outside the circle and inside the circle. These other people are outside the circle, but they're still in that Mother Mary energy. So they're ready. They're ready. What's it going to be? What's it going to take? All right. Hope, love, and acceptance. Let me read this. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. Okay, this is directly related to that relationship that needs healing. Choose loving thoughts. At the end of the day, are you going to be okay laying your head down if that person is no longer on this physical plane? If their physical life ends today, will you be okay laying your head down tonight with the way your relationship is? You can send them love without having to actually speak to them. That can be step number one. But hope is love and acceptance, right? Love and acceptance. Acceptance does not mean agreement. You can accept them for who they are and still not agree with them. You actually don't even have to like it. You don't have to like them, but you can love them. Now, this is not for abusive relationships. You know what relationships this is for. This is for relationships that have had disagreements, that see things differently, and there has been like no truce, right? It's like the battle continues, whether you're speaking about it or not, the battle continues. And it's time to let that go. Katumi, I think. Cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. In your heart of hearts, Leo, you know. You know the answer. You know what you need to do. You know that being more open and more vulnerable you know that tapping into that spirituality, all of that is going to help you get to the next level. I'm even hearing, you know, you need to. I don't like the word need, but that's coming through. Or, you know, we are called to different things specifically. There are some things that, yes, we all need. And Leo, you need, what they're telling me, what is being channeled now, is you need to open up. And when you do, abundance is yours. The relationship will be healed. Your heart will be healed. And though you put on a strong face for the most part, you really do want love. You really do want acceptance. You really do want peace and harmony. So tap into your inner self, that wisdom Yeah, cloak of wisdom. Tap into that and allow yourself to really give yourself the best of everything. All right, Leo, what do you need to surrender or surrender to? Spirit, what does Leo need to surrender or surrender to? Okay. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Sorry about that. I wasn't looking at the camera. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Your body responds to your inner self. It responds to your emotions. It responds to what's going on in your mind. Have you been feeling off lately? Have you had some medical diagnosis that you don't know where it came from? Louise Hay has a very tiny, beautiful book that I actually have right here called Heal Your Body. Our body stores things and then it comes out as illness, as disease, as aches and pains, as unpopular opinion, as accidents, broken bones, twisted ankles, heart murmurs, high blood pressure. Things show up in your body from stress. When your body is trying to tell you something, and if it feels off, it is trying to tell you something. That's the time to go in. That's the time to focus on the spiritual and to take a breath, take a pause, take a break. And even though it can be scary at times, that's when it's time to look at yourself and ask for that cloak of wisdom to be placed on you and clarity to come to show you what needs to be healed. Because if it's high blood pressure, it's not just take a pill or eat differently. Yes, it can be eating differently, etc. I don't particularly advocate for pharmaceuticals, at least not as a first measure, but that's just my own belief system. But what else? What is actually causing that high blood pressure? What inside, what in your mind is causing that? What beliefs do you have? What habits do you have? Is it you eat poorly because you have a low self-worth? right? So all of these things can be connected. So surrender to the wisdom of your body. And then surrender denial. Along with, always wanting to be right. Sometimes, Leo, you can get stuck in denial. You don't even want to look at something. And usually this is inside yourself. It's so much easier for us to see things in other people, isn't it? It's so much harder for a lot of us to go inside and admit that we have something that needs fixed. But surrender the denial. It's time to go in, Leo. You are only holding yourself back from everything you want, from having absolutely everything you want, from having it all, if you don't do this. And that goes right back to showing the world the real you, being vulnerable, and tapping into that spirituality and that feminine energy. Leo, this was a little heavier than normal for you, but you are only here hearing this if you were ready for it. So I believe in you. I know you can do it. I know you have what it takes. You are strong. You are wise. You are confident. You can do it. I can't wait to hear all that is happening in your life over the next 2 to 3 weeks as this energy unfolds, as these things start to really kind of tick inside of you, and you begin to take action on these things. And by take action, it might mean the action is to sit and reflect, right? Please let me know what is going on in your life. I love to hear from you. I love to support you and hold energetic space for you all. Please like, share, and subscribe this reading and this channel. I also have goals, and my goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So I very much appreciate your support for this channel and myself. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. And until next time, take care.